Let me share with you 5 DeFi altcoins that I think have massive potential in this altcoin season. We're going to go from larger market caps down to lower market caps, and some of them can do 100x in this cycle. Stay tuned to find out more. This video is brought to you by Aave, one of the best and easiest ways to earn high interest rates on your stablecoins. Now, even though they're a sponsor of this channel, Aave is going to be one of my exit strategies. What do I mean by that? Well, when I'm taking profit out of the cryptocurrency market, I'm actually going to put a bunch of stablecoins, maybe around 50 or 60% of all of the money that I remove from my cryptocurrency holdings. I'm going to be putting it into Aave in USDC DAI in order to earn like anywhere from 5 to 15% APY. And that is a crazy amount of passive income that you can be earning. And yeah, it's a really fantastic thing. Now, if you also want to save fees, you can also try out the Aave platform on Matic Polygon. I've made a video here that you can check out. So make sure you check out Aave today, and let's continue with the video. The first pick is 1inch.exchange. Now, I've been a big fan of the 1inch.exchange because it's got a lot of nice little features. Now, 1inch.exchange is a liquidity aggregator. So I've made a few videos about the 1inch.exchange. One of the best features I think about the 1inch.exchange platform is the fact that they protect against front running. That's kind of bots that try and buy trades before you place the trades, and then you would lose out on the slippage. So that's one excellent thing. 1inch.exchange has a lot of potential, and I think in this next altcoin cycle, it can increase by a lot. So I'm pretty bullish on it. At the moment, it's trading at $5.77, and the market cap is trading at 892 million US dollars. Now you might think, yeah, this is not that low, but if you compare with Uniswap I think is already at 10 billion US dollar market cap, and it has maybe a 30 billion US dollar fully diluted valuation. So the fully diluted valuation of 1inch.exchange is $8 billion. So definitely a little bit higher, but I definitely see here a 10x to 15x possible at the top of the cycle for various reasons. I mean, the amount of revenue that 1inch.exchange is generating is like incredible. It's on par with like top 50, top 60 coins. So this is really cool. If we look at the daily chart, 1inch USDT on Binance, $5.70 is more or less the current support, and that was the previous like resistance level. Now the all-time high was around maybe $8, and it briefly touched that, but now it's hovering around this support. It's got very good support. It's possible it drops back down to maybe the $5.60 level, which would be a pretty good accumulation range. Now I do see this as a very good bouncing board. Should we break above these $6 level and then continue higher with a lot more volume, then I can see a lot more upward trend. Now the thing is, as soon as the DeFi market gets more popular with more tokens to be traded, it's like a no-brainer that people are going to be looking for the platform with the best exchange rate, and 1inch.exchange is like one of the best platforms for that. So it's a no-brainer. 1inch BTC is trading at 9,400 sats. It's like between the blue line and this red line, which is part of the Ichimoku cloud. Basically, these are like types of moving averages, but what I'm looking for is a cross. So the blue line should cross above this red line, and that would indicate that 1inch BTC is actually moving in a bullish trend. That means 1inch token is actually gaining in value compared to BTC, and that's definitely something that you want. You want your tokens to gain in value compared to BTC. So yeah, I expect the price, or I'm hoping for a price between $28 and $50 at the top of this market cycle. That would be between a 5 to 10 billion US dollar market cap. If you're new to the channel, then I highly recommend that you subscribe, as I bring out a lot of cryptocurrency tutorials, fundamentals, research, altcoin picks, and a lot more so that you can stay informed. The second project I'm super bullish upon is Band Protocol. Decentralized cross-chain Oracle platform. This is an oracle that actually takes off-world data, brings it onto the blockchain so that smart contracts can use this data. And this could be price, weather, homelessness in different cities. A lot of different data can be brought into smart contracts so that DeFi platforms can actually use it. And the great thing, and I think this is what sets it apart, is the cross-chain aspect of it. I mean, Chainlink is fantastic. There's a lot of Link Marines, people that are super bullish on Link, and I think it's great, but it did have its exponential price growth. And I think Band Protocol hasn't really experienced that yet. And I think that's why it's pretty undervalued. What's really interesting is that Band is becoming the go-to cross-chain oracle, bringing off-chain data onto many DeFi platforms. And it doesn't really matter if it's on Ethereum, Cardano, and many other ones. And this is awesome because, as you saw with the Ethereum DeFi space, it like completely exploded in 2020. And I see the same thing happening with Polkadot. I see the same thing happening with Cardano because they've got massive communities and the fees are going to be extremely low. So the floodgates will be opened. And yeah, it's a no-brainer that all of these DeFi platforms need an oracle in order to work. So let's look at Band USD. There's a beautiful cup and handle formation waiting for a breakout above the $18 resistance. And Band is very correlated with Chainlink. So as soon as Chainlink pumps, I also see that Band should pump. But I do see a lot more potential in Band. If we look at the Band BTC chart on the daily as well, I think this is great because here we're actually breaking above the cloud, entering into a bullish trend since everything above the cloud is bullish. And here we've got a bullish twist, which is called the Ichimoku twist. And yeah, so I see upwards potential. Hopefully we manage to break above and at some point retest this 0.0012 resistance in terms of BTC valuation. The current price of Band is at around $17. The market cap is 447 million and the circulating supply is 25 million. So pretty low with the total supply at 100 million. But it doesn't really matter because I mean Chainlink also has a much higher total supply than the circulating supply. So definitely see a 10x on this possible. So trading between $150 and $200 at the top of this cycle is, in my opinion, something that can happen. Token I'm super bullish about is none other than Rocket Pool RPL. And I really know there's a lot of fans of Rocket Pool among my subscribers. So definitely let me know if you're holding some RPL. Before I explain the RPL value proposition, Rocket Pool is actually a staking pool that allows people with less than 32 ETH to stake their ETH and earn some rewards. It's not live yet. They're waiting on that important update that should happen with the Berlin upgrade. Now, you can actually run a staking node on Rocket Pool with as little as 16 ETH. And that's fantastic because having the 32 ETH necessary to run your own validator is a massive amount of money. So you can actually go with maybe a Rocket Pool with only 16 ETH. The thing is, node operators are going to have to actually buy a certain amount of RPL and stake that as a form of security to show that they're actually good node operators. Now, the more they actually stake, the more rewards they're going to get. So when depositing ETH, node operators must also deposit a minimum amount of RPL. So that means the use case is there. The node operators are going to have to buy a lot of RPL. And this RPL is going to act as collateral in case they incur any of these penalties. So that's a type of security for people that are staking. Should a node operator actually become penalized or something like that, well, it's taking from his RPL balance. This means that a good node operator can actually earn his rewards by staking ETH, as well as commission in ETH and RPL. So that's the value proposition. It's definitely necessary. However, since Rocket Pool has not launched yet, they're still in beta, the demand is still not as high as it could be. So I'm pretty sure as soon as they go live, a lot of node operators are going to be buying a lot of RPL in order to run their node. The current price per RPL is at around $18.78. The market cap is 298 million US dollars with a circulating supply of 60 million. Total supply is 18 million, so not a lot higher. and the fully diluted valuation is 333 million. So I definitely see this project reaching a market cap of around 1 to 5 billion US dollars in the next few months, as soon as the Rocket Pool staking actually goes live. So if we look at the Rocket Pool daily chart in terms of evaluation, it's at 0.008, which is actually pretty good. It's not really increased massively in value since launch, since ETH also increased massively in value in the meantime, and the project is still not live yet. So that's why it also lost quite a lot of value in terms of ETH valuation from January to March. So I think this is actually a pretty good support level, which it actually managed to break past. And I'm pretty sure that as soon as it goes live, it's also going to gain in value in terms of the ETH valuation. In my opinion, for a very long time, it's actually been undervalued, but now it's above the cloud again, and it's entering into a bullish trend. The next project is called Graphylink.io, and I think it's really awesome. It allows for no-code blockchain development, and I think it's a good starter, and it's got a lot of possibilities. It's a super low-cap project, and basically what they allow you to do is create many different codes. It's like a Lego system where you can actually pull different elements, look at smart contracts, get notifications, create your Telegram or Discord bot just through a drag and drop. And I think this is pretty awesome. It's a very low cap project. It's currently at 25 million US dollars, trading at 0.08 cents. The max supply is 499 million, and the circulating supply is 323 million. So a lot more in the max. So you can actually go into the app, and it's pretty awesome. Let me share with you the app. You go to interface, and then you can just click on make a graph. And then here you can actually get some templates. You can create a Discord bot or a Telegram bot, or watch CoinGecko Bitcoin price. You can watch Ethereum new blocks, and there's many different ones. They've got many templates, but you can also use the drag and drop solution here on the left. You can select different variables, different components. So for example, here you can get information from Ethereum blockchain. You can get ERC20 balances. You can get information from PancakeSwap, from KuCoin, from Kraken. And this is pretty awesome. I think you definitely have to have a bit of an understanding of different blockchain elements in order to create something that is usable. But it's definitely a very important use case for anyone trying to build some kind of automation software that's running with Ethereum that can like power a bot. If we look at the charts at the moment, it's actually performing pretty well. Here you've got an upwards trend right underneath the 0.09 cents resistance. It's a fairly new project. It was released on the 21st of March. And it's been actually performing pretty well. I think it's a pretty good long-term hold, but yeah, with all newer projects, tread with caution. The last project on the list is Alchemix, and this is a pretty awesome project with an entirely new concept. It's basically the future of yield tokenization. It's a yield tokenization protocol where you lock up your DAI, and then you can take a loan, and this loan is actually paid back by the APR of the DAI that is locked in. And this is pretty awesome because what it allows you to do is it allows you to tokenize your future yield. And there's no other platforms that actually allow you to do that. I'm definitely going to be making a much more in-depth tutorial on Alchemix and how you can use it. And it's really interesting. There's one video that I found that explains it really well. I'll link it down below. So the Alchemix token is still only a governance token. There's no revenue sharing or anything like that, but I think it's still pretty interesting. I mean, there are many other projects that have governance tokens that are extremely high value. You've got Aave protocol that did more or less 1000x last year and this year. Then you've got Compound Finance, which also did an incredible price growth. And all of these the two that I mentioned are over 1 billion US dollar market cap, so around 4x from the current market cap of 316 million. Now the price is definitely On the steeper side of things, at $1,913, the circulating supply is 164,000 of 1 million tokens, and the fully diluted valuation is $4 billion US dollars. However, what is really incredible is the total value locked in this platform. It's at 1.17 billion US dollars. And you have to think, if you look at Aave, it's at, I think, $4 billion US dollars value locked. And this project is like place 195. So it's got like massive growth potential based on this total value locked and the current market cap. So the market cap is definitely not representative of how much value this project is actually generating for users. And yeah, I think this is a really important metric to look at. And yeah, I don't think you should focus too much on the fully diluted valuation, as many projects actually show no one actually really cares about the FDV. You've got many projects with massively high fees. What is important is the current market cap and the amount of tokens in the total supply. That's all, folks. If you enjoyed this type of content, make sure to hit that like button. I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.